The woman actually wrapped plastic wrap layer by layer around her head. However, to prevent herself from breathing air, the woman deliberately pressed down the edges with her hands. It turned out that the reason she did this was to verify whether she was dreaming, but the intense suffocation made her truly feel pain. She frantically tore at the plastic wrap but couldn't find the seal at all. Thankfully, at the last moment, the woman managed to tear open the plastic wrap and gasp in fresh air. However, this did not dispel her doubts, because ever since she moved here, strange things had been happening around her. One day, the woman received fresh eggs delivered by the community, but when she prepared to cook breakfast, she suddenly found the egg in her hand was hollow. She picked up another egg, only to find it was also hollow. She crushed all the eggs, but not a single normal one was found. The strange occurrences didn't end there. During a dance training class, she suddenly noticed that her reflection in the mirror had become her neighbor across the way. The woman slowly moved her hands, but when she stepped closer to check, the figure in the mirror began smashing its head violently against the glass. The woman was utterly terrified by the sight, and her screams immediately drew the attention of those around her. They stared at her curiously, but when she turned back to the mirror, the reflection had returned to normal. Shaken by the eerie phenomenon, she immediately fled the dance studio. As she passed through the park, she saw her neighbor standing on a rooftop. When she tried to persuade the neighbor to come down, she did the unthinkable. The woman was horrified and rushed to help, but suddenly a group of mysterious people appeared and dragged her away. That night, she told her husband about the day's events, but he reacted with unusual agitation. Convinced she was hallucinating due to mental illness, he decided to find a doctor to treat her. His distrust made her furious, and the two had a violent argument. The next day, the woman planned to finish cleaning the house before going on a trip with friends to unwind, but as she cleaned the last pane of glass, the wall behind her slowly began closing in on her. By the time she noticed, it was too late. She struggled desperately but couldn't escape. Just as she was about to suffocate, everything suddenly returned to normal. Shocked, she surveyed her surroundings. She gently touched the wall in front of her but found nothing unusual. As she pondered what had just happened, the wall phone suddenly rang. She quickly composed herself and answered it. When she heard it was her neighbor calling, she asked with concern how they were, but the neighbor's next words plunged her into complete despair.